Morning world, and welcome to Tuesday, August the 20th, 2024, and another experiment with the camera and the sound. So as you're all well aware, I've been having issues with the sound on this camera. I have fiddled with this and I've fiddled with that. I've fiddled with cables. This morning I've been down in the workshop. I've taken everything apart I can on there. I've got the air line. There wasn't a lot of pressure in there. I didn't want a great deal of pressure. And I've blown out all the jack plug holes. I've blown out all the connectors on the camera, on the media mod. Anything I can think of to try and cure this problem. I don't know if there's a bit of dust has got in there and it's stopping a connection. I don't know. So anyway, this is another experiment. So I currently have the old original lead on. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to reach across the top of the camera and I'm going to twiddle. I'm twiddling the jack plug lead on the Rode receiver. So twiddle, twiddle, twiddle. Did that do anything? I don't know until I get to edit, I don't know. Now I'm going to reach round behind. Hang on a second, I'll put you down there. I'm going to reach round behind and I'm going to twiddle the jack plug on the back of the camera, on the back of the media mod. So hang on a second. You can look at the dog while I'm twiddling. Twiddle, 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 twiddle. So that one doesn't feel quite as tight in there. Twiddling, twiddling, twiddling. Hello, pickle. Hello, darling. Yes, you are. Gorgeous. Yes, you are. Right, so in all that twiddling, did anybody witness some speaker breaking up, left, right, and stereo, or everything disappear? I don't know. I'm going to twiddle some more. Twiddling. Twiddling the back of the camera. Twiddling the top of the twiddling the top of the Rode receiver. So I've twiddled. Right. All I can do now is go back in the house, turn this off, take the battery out with the SD card, plug the SD card in, download the SD card, and then have a look and see if that made any difference. I'll see when I come back. All right, welcome back. I have taken the old cable off. This is the old Media Mod 2 receiver cable. So I'm beginning to think it's not this. I'm beginning to think that it might actually be the media mod on the camera. Now, you might say, what's a media mod? For those of you who don't play with GoPro cameras, so camera is a little tiny square thing, and the basic camera, it records sound. It's got a little speaker under the lens, but it's nothing very special. If you want to plug an exterior microphone, including a radio mic in, you need a port, which doesn't come with the camera. So you have to buy another piece of kit called a media mod, which is what this is. And basically the camera slips inside there, plugs into that little adapter there, and then you can plug your 3.5mm jack plug into there, like that, and then that end will plug into the receiver microphone. So you can either plug it, like for example, directly into that one. So if you wanted to have a shotgun microphone on top, you can mount it like that. So you can stick a microphone on top of your camera, and that's fine if you're doing up close stuff. You can use a microphone like that. I tend to stick with the radio mics because it means you can hear me from 10 feet away, whereas this is 3 or 4 feet really range. But anyway, so I now have a new cable stuck in the back of the media mod, but when I'm doing that, I'm kind of noticing that the jack plug socket for the media mod on the back is a little bit, it's not snug. So I'm beginning to think it's the media mod on the camera that's the problem. So I'm gonna again, new cable, excuse me, I've just got over a great sneezing fit. I've had to wait 10 minutes to shoot this bit of video because I just couldn't stop sneezing. Something's got up my nose. So I'm going to wiggle the jack plug again, but bit more vigorously. I'm going to spin it and wiggle it, and we'll see if that makes. So I'm going to carry on talking. Pickle, do you want to come back a star again? So I'm literally just moving the jack plug around in the side of the socket. It's actually moving quite a lot in there. So is that my sound problem? Wave. There you go. Holly waved at you. So yeah, there is. Anyway, I've preempted this because last night I had a funny feeling it might be the media. This is a new media mod. I bought this one in March. It's lasted 6 months. It's not been beaten up at that, but the jack plug, the female connector for the jack plug, I think there's an issue, and I'm wiggling it about again. There seems to be quite a lot of movement on that. So I'll see. I'll put this back in the edit. We'll see. It's either going to crackle, it's going to have no sound at all, or one speaker. But if it is the media mod, there will be a new one here on Friday, which means that the videos, you might go, right, well, I won't bother watching any videos now until for another 3 days because I can't hear anything. But bear with, I'm trying to sort this problem out. But yeah, the more I wiggle it, that is quite loose in the back of there. Fingers crossed that is the problem, because the media mod is probably, apart from the cable, the cheapest bit in the link of the sound. It's not that cheap, but it's the cheapest. You trying to tell me something, dog? Throw the ball, that's what she's saying. Right, okay. So hopefully that's explained what we're doing and all the intricacies of trying to get stereo sound mixed in. Yeah, so the just one other thing I'll say is the Rode microphones, these will actually record sound independently if I want. So if everything else failed, I could actually download the recording, the sound recording off of these separately and then mix it into the video. But that means so much more work, cutting and pasting and levels and stuff like that, and I ain't got time. So this is the simple, cheapest, quickest way of doing it. If I was doing one video a week or something, I could fiddle faff around with that. But if folks want me to continue doing a daily, I just don't have the time. I mean, editing is, at the moment, I've got like an hour a day to edit. And so some of the videos have got a bit shorter, and that's because I ain't got time. So, you know, I've only got one pair. Right, back again. Just been having a shufty through all my GoPro stuff, and I found another media mod. Now this is the media mod that was on that camera, and I found a box with another media mod in it, which is now on the camera. It looks quite new, so I don't understand. Did I buy that one as a replacement and then didn't use it, and I've already got a new one and now I've ordered another one? I don't know. So what we're going to do is, that is with the old original GoPro cable. This is the new cable that I bought, curly whirly one, which isn't quite as thick as that. Sure, it does the same job, but so what we're going to do is we're going to try the camera like it is, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch the camera off, and then I'm going to fit one of these, which is the muffler, dead cat, whatever you call it, on. This is the old muffler. I got a new one. I'll fit it on there, and then as an experiment, we'll come back and just use the microphone that's built into the mod, which is basically that little bit there. That's the microphone there. So I think it's like a 70-30 split, so collects most of the sound from forward, but it's got a little bit of a mic at the back. So I think you can adjust the levels on that. So we're just going to have a little play and see if I can cure this really, really irritating sound problem. So I'm going to turn the camera off, take the radio mic off, put this on, and I put the wrong one on there. That's the new one. Don't want the new one on there, I want the new. And I can't get it off now. I don't want to break it out. Mummy. No, no, no. Right, I'll leave it. I'll come back and I'll put that one on if I have to. Right, so we're back on. The radio mic is off. It's still recording. It's still catching, but obviously it's not plugged in now. So the camera should now be using the Media Mod microphone through the muffler, and we're just going to compare the difference. Again, I won't know until I plug the SD card in and see what's recorded, but yeah, and if this Media Mod, this is an older Media Mod. I don't actually know why I replaced it. Can't remember. But if it's going to work for now, we'll stick with this one. Right, well, I don't think there's much chance of it. You stupid creature lying in the wet, what are you doing? I don't think there's going to be much chance of us doing anything with a combine harvester today. I think Reg said about bringing it over to our place and putting it in the barn ready, but tomorrow is supposed to be a better day, but if it's like this all day today, I don't think one day's sunshine is going to bring it anywhere below 19–20%. So I'm beginning to think we're not going to be combining anything this week. Anyway, that's not what this video is about. This video is about the sound issue. I know, nothing much to do with farming, but if you want to watch what I'm doing and hear what I'm saying, sound is quite important. So the last experiment, we conducted at the table down here. In fact, well, I'm going to sit down again. The last experiment kind of proved that my issue was, there you are, my issue was the Media Mod on the camera. Now this is the old Media Mod that I replaced with the one that's now broken. Problem is, I never wrote on the box. I kept it. I never wrote on the box what the fault was. I wouldn't have just replaced it for no reason. There would be a reason why I replaced this Media Mod. But I can't for the life of me remember what it was. I got a new one coming, all right? And as long as this one works for a few days, hopefully we're okay. So this video is going to jump the queue. This is going to be, it might even be if I get time, well, it's pitting down rain. I'm not going to be doing much today. I might even edit this today and put this up as tonight's video, because it is Tuesday 20th, I think I've told you that, right? Tuesday 20th of August. And then at least everybody knows what's going on, that I'm doing something about it, because I've had lots of comments, one or two in Australia, saying they're not getting any sound at all. Obviously, the signal's so weak it can't go that far. I don't know, so... But, yeah, so when I compare the sound quality and edit between this and the Media Mod's own microphone, this is so much better, so much clearer. So if I can keep this, the radio mic, we'll continue with the radio mic. So anyway, so I don't think there's much else I can do. I'm going to go and put this bit together. This is probably going to be a pretty short video, probably 8–9 minutes. But at least it brings you all up to speed with what's gone on with the camera, why it took so long to find out, and that is literally because I'm so far behind, and that is deliberate. People say, oh, why are you 10 days behind? We'll cover that as well now. There's a reason for that. There are some days when I can make 2, rarely 3 videos in one day. I shoot so much material that I can make 2 or 3 videos in a day. And I do it 10 days in arrears because it gives me the opportunity and enough foresight that if I want, I can take the occasional day off from the camera. And sometimes maybe even 2 or 3 days off from the camera. So I can literally, if I want to go off and do my own thing for a bit, and not share a day for whatever reason, either because I can't be bothered, I'm having a lazy day, or it's private family stuff and I can't really get, I don't really want to share it. It gives me the opportunity, that 10-day buffer gives me the chance to keep a daily video coming up for you guys while giving myself the opportunity for having 1, 2, or maybe even 3 days off. And that's why I do it. It also means that if I shoot something 10 days ago, and I've said something, or forecast something, or made a cock-up on something, I've got 10 days to put that right. Because I said this thing today, the day after tomorrow, I realise that was completely wrong. I can either go back and edit it out of the video, touch wood, I've never done that yet, but I could go back and edit it out, or I can remember what I said 10 days ago and I can go, well, do you remember what I said 10 days ago, and blah, 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 and the reason why, or I can put something on Instagram which will soften the blow, or whatever. It's just a case of managing time and a little bit of a warranty for me, or a guarantee for me, that if I do something stupid, I've got a bit of time to put it right. Do you know what I mean? Or even I might do something in a video and 3 or 4 days later, I've got two in the bank where I've made a video and I've never shared it because I've done something, or I've shown something that in a few days after I've decided, actually that was I won't. I've not deleted it. It's still on YouTube, but it's in a private thing, and I may share it one day, I may not, but there's a couple of those on there. Just gives me time to think about stuff. So a daily upload, if you make a cock up and it's on YouTube and you shared it with 45,000 people or however many people watch, it's done. It's done. So yeah, me being a bit of a cowardly custard, I suppose, really, but yeah. So there you are. That's why I do 10 days in advance. I used to do it only 2 or 3 days, but it doesn't give me enough chance to take time off. So if I've got 3 or 4 in the bank extras, I can take the occasional day off. So you'll see it just now and again. You'll see dates on videos skip. You know, yesterday's video was the 6th and today's video was the 8th. I've missed a couple of days, and that's where that's happened. Is where I've just had some time off. So, right, okay. I think that's sorted out. We will see you with stereo sound, hopefully, tomorrow.